Alright, welcome back to part 3 of the Outer Worlds. Sorry, I just paused them because I was gonna say the Outer Wilds. No, that's the wrong game. Both set in space, but the wrong game. This is the Outer Worlds. I notice in my intros I also fluctuate between saying parts, episodes, videos, and you know what? It's all the same thing at the end of the day. But I guess I call my videos parts when I upload them, so maybe I should just try to get into the habit of saying that. Doesn't really matter too much.
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
Oh right, I leveled up. I'm really going for the dialogue option because I definitely prefer to talk my way out of situations if possible. Okay, bless that they think I'm going to remember these things. Oh, 50% base health. Oh, increased walk speed. Ooh, base armor rating. So many things. Okay, I'm gonna go for base health. Okay, so Pavati and I are now off to find Adelaide and hear her side of the situation. Except for I feel like this is once again the wrong side. I'm getting a very distinct feeling of deja vu. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I could still walk around, but I don't particularly want to do that. You know what would be nice? A horse.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
At least you got your health.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens.
Okay. I'm assuming that's not gonna tell me anything. Okay. How do I repair? Okay, I don't have enough weapon parts to do that. Look, that's fine. Okay, I'm assuming I can't do anything then. These load screens are pretty hilarious. I'm gonna hope I won't get into too much trouble if I just run casually down the main road.
You hiding?
No!
Straight you!
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking move!
Suffer!
That's the last of them.
Ooh. Still getting the hang of combat. Ah, yes, please. Oh. Those are some nice arms.
Nice.
Okay, so all of the sabers are the same. That pistol's the same. Why not throw the hunting rifle in just for the fun of it? Ugh, that does not match my hair or my look whatsoever. Ugh. Ooh. I'm not happy with this look that I'm rocking. Okay, there's some more guys over there. I want to give this a try. Yes. Ready?
Hear that?
Ooh. Hello there. Oh, hello there.
We got this!
Okay. Note to self, look around. I was so focused on taking out that one person, I did not notice there were two right in front of me. But that rifle's pretty sweet. I'm definitely going to use it sparingly. Here's the dilemma. Do I go in and see what supplies are there, or do I just keep on keeping on? Holy moly, let's get out. I'm assuming they were all enemies. Alright, well, let's keep on sprinting. Okay, I'm assuming we go this way. Again, just admiring the nice rock formations. I am a fan.
Move
All right.
along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
We've all got problems. I just got shot into space.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I'll leave you be. I mean, she's awfully friendly for a guard. Okay, good to know I can fast travel there. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay. I'll stick with the main quest for the moment, and then I'll start sussing out where Zoe could be.
Oh gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon. but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Alright, just before I continue on, I just want to say I called that in the last video. Not the most subtle of plot points. And that's a hard one to decide. Because I feel like either way you go, there's going to be pros and cons to both. And Both sides promising so much. But are they all really going to be able to deliver on what they promise? Oh, look, a chicken. Oh, yeah? Can I talk to the chicken? Buddy. So then I wonder if it's a matter of talking to people and sussing out which side is in the right. Or, not always, but a lot of the times with these kinds of plot devices, there is a third middle ground. So I guess keep an eye out for that, maybe.
Something you need?
I noticed you mention your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal?
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Wait, haven't we done this already? Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Let's get back to it. Alright, I'm just gonna see if I can talk to this guy real quick.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Hold on, there was something else.
Hey, I got time.
See you around. Let's not steal from people right in front of them. I feel like that's not gonna win me any friends.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Just having a look around.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Okay, can't break into that door. Plus someone else is standing right there.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Wait, which one's Thomas? Ah, right there.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
You mentioned 2 pads. What about the 3rd?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the 3rd's gone, I can't say.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
I should... actually, maybe I want to ask you something. See if he knows anything about Zoe.
What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I should go. So it looks like we're gonna have to venture into the town center. Woohoo! My gosh, I really don't understand any of what's going on right now. Okay, so I'm assuming there are no modifications that can be made to any of these weapons. Just gonna keep having a little look around. Though mind you, I think we've seen everything that there is to see. So then I guess it's off to the geothermal power plant, but maybe before doing that, I might do these 2 side quests. I might see if I can find her journal just while we're here. Okay, so I wonder if she had people coming after her. Right, so she has joined the Marauders, or at least wanted to try and join the Marauders. Just having a look around. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, I shall end this video here. And when I come back, I shall keep going with this side quest, maybe try and get the other one done, and maybe even continue on with the main quest and decide who it is that I'm going to side with. Should be interesting. Gotta love some politics. Alright, well on that note, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!